we all watched the France match when it went to penalties.
Yeah.
And Mbappe, he missed the penalty. I don't know why he took the 5th penalty, but we'll save that for another day, another podcast. But the abuse he received after, you know, was insane. And how old is Mbappe? 23?
Early 20s, 22-ish, 23, yeah, around there.
And I think there's so much pressure on not just footballers but talent to be consistent. But when you're not, the abuse that the talent are receiving is insane. So I guess have any of your clients received abuse or struggled with a failure, and how did you, I guess, help them or assist them or support them, or whatever your approach was to help them sort of realize that this is, you failed, but tomorrow's another day?
I've got a great example for you. One of our, women's football's getting bigger and bigger each year, every year. Sky Sports Sky Sports have just bought the rights to the Women's Super League for next season, and DAZN are going to be live streaming the Women's Champions League throughout the next season as well. So it's getting bigger and bigger. Euros are in England next year as well.
Oh, wow.
So we'll definitely be at those, but I'll get you boys down to
that would be nice.
Please do.
Little hospitality day. No rum, no tea, bro. No palm wine for you, brother. But the reason I mentioned that is one of our clients, Laura Rafferty, she ruptured her ACL summer of 2019, I believe it was. Yeah. So 2 years ago, just before the start of the season was about to begin. She did her ACL, and obviously that following summer was supposed to be the Olympics. Obviously, it got pushed back to this year.
Yeah.
But in that moment, I saw, once she had her operation and her road to rehab started, I said to her, "Listen, you've got 2 days to feel down in the dumps, right? 2 days to cry, go see your family, see your teammates, just feel like your world shattered. Same way Mbappe did after he missed that pen. But then guess what you got to do? Get back to work."
That's it.
Right? Because the reality of it is that irrespective of what happens to us, in the grand scheme of things, in the cosmos, the universe, the 7 billion people in the world, whether we're feeling good or bad or up or down, the world's going to keep on spinning. That's just the reality. Whether you're healthy, sick, happy, sad, in love, not in love, the world's going to keep on spinning. So you have to say, right, I'm going to decide how this setback, how this failure is going to affect me. It's up to you.
Yeah.
Will Smith said, you're a person who's caused you pain or something that's caused you pain, an injury, a disappointment, lost your job, whatever. It's not that thing's responsibility for you to heal. It's on you, right? So to take it back to Mbappe, it's always harder. They say it's easier to bat a high average in the minor leagues than in the pros. It's like a baseball analogy. It's easier to hit home runs in the lower leagues than when you get into the big leagues.
Yeah.
But the MVPs step up and they go swing regardless, right? That's what makes them great. So Mbappe, he stepped up and took that penalty. With Laura, who I mentioned, she stepped up and attacked her rehab. She didn't wait for people to get onto her. She was there and she went and did it. And to be honest with you, I'm happy we're talking about failure, because that's one of the common denominators from Goodman to Steve Jobs to Barack Obama to Kylian Mbappe to Cristiano. Think about Cristiano when he first signed for United. How many failures did he have?
I remember.
He could have folded.
Yeah.
I remember when I think it was after the Euros where he got Rooney sent off.
Yeah.
And he was getting booed every game.
Yeah.
Man, I thought that would really affect him. I'm sure it did in many ways. But now if you look at him, he took those L's, right? And this is what I say all the time to our players, to myself. I have a whiteboard in my office at home of not all, but a lot of the L's that I've taken. I did a deal in 2018 for Forbes and Victoria Beckham, right? We negotiated a deal where she went out with her sponsor, her partner, Reebok Women, to do and it was a big deal at the time, the biggest that I'd done, six-figure deal. And I had promised one of the clients something that wasn't part of the deal, basically. Basically, I'd said to Equinox Gyms, oh yeah, Victoria Beckham's going to be at the event without checking it with her team first. But she wasn't at the event. So then they're looking at me sideways, and that relationship was hard to get back on track. But that's up on my whiteboard. So now every deal that I do, I make sure I know all the key facts, all the information, all the variables, right? So I don't look at it and go, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. I look at it and go, all right, cool, I did that. Boom, boom, boom. Say no more. Bang. Right? So now, moving forward, I wear that like a badge of honor. Yeah, I failed, but look at me now kind of thing. So you got to learn from failure for sure.